Hi, I'm Chef Darcy. Before we get to harvest our herbs, we have to grow them. So to start that, we have to decide what we're gonna grow them in. So the first thing we gotta decide is we're gonna grow in something that we're gonna be able to transplant later on, maybe into a garden bed. So we've got these pots here. They've got some nice drainage like this. Really easy to transplant them into a garden bed. So another choice is a vase like this, or a nice little pottery pot like this one. These ones don't have a drainage to them, so we're gonna have to add our own drainage. And by doing so, we're gonna add some pea gravel to this vase. So what that's gonna do is gonna keep our roots out of the water if we do happen to overwater those plants. After this, we're going to mix some soil. So for adding our soil, what we're using is a herb and vegetable mix that we got at the garden center. And what we want to start with is getting it a little bit damp. It may have come already a little bit damp, depending on what the temperature outside is. It may even came to you frozen. So with this one, we're going to just add some water to it. We're going to mix it around a little bit. Going to get that dampness to it. And we're going to add it into our vase. We don't want to pack that soil in too much. We want those roots to be able to freely move through that soil, through that medium, okay? And with that, when we choose our seed, whatever we're gonna plant, rosemary, thyme, parsley, the best thing to do is to follow the instructions on the package, okay? That's gonna be your guideline here. Don't go rogue on this one. Follow the rules here. They're gonna show you exactly what to do when you're planting this, when you're growing them, okay? And then with that, what I like to add to this one last thing is a substance called vermiculite, okay? You can buy this at the garden center as well. It's gonna really enhance your growing medium. It's gonna help with water absorption as well. Same as the soil, we're gonna mix that with a little bit of water to get it damp first. And then in this case, we're just gonna add it as a top layer after we've seeded. And then that's gonna help with that growing. Next, we're gonna talk about hardening our herbs. So now you become proud plant parents, but now you gotta get those plants outside. They've been indoor plants for all this time. Now you want them to flourish in the sunshine outside. So what we've gotta do is something called hardening them, okay? So what we're gonna do over the next week or so is taking these plants out for maybe 1 hour at a time, and then gradually increasing that as the days go on outside in those daylight hours, just to get those plants and those herbs ready for their time outside, just so they're gonna get used to a little bit of breeze that there usually isn't in your house, a little bit of cool air with that. After that week or so of hardening, you're gonna be ready to put these plants out there into your planters, get them enjoying that sunshine, get them flourishing out in that sun, okay? So now we've got this great information. Let's get out there and get our herb garden started.